It's just hilarious to me when static boys or stance boys just post their cars doing the lamest ever, and it's like they put a song over it to make it look hard. But it's like in reality, let's remove the song. Let's just watch the video. They're just driving over slightly uneven roads, and it's like they're like, "Oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, he went down a driveway. No shot, no shot. This dude's a madman. Oh my god, he went over that? The bumpy bridge? Not the bumpy bridge. That's from Dora the Explorer season 4." One thing I will say is cringy content seems to do great on Instagram. Maybe it's because of the over fluctuated increase of, I was going to say minors, but that was going to sound really bad. I mean to say kids. Kids like cringy content. They don't have those social norms of what's like, I don't know. I don't want to say cool or not, but like they think some corny ass stuff is cool or trendy or whatever. So I blame kids for cringe. Kids alone, not cringy because they're kids. They don't know better. But kids motivate cringy people to be more cringy because they see the numbers, they see the likes, and then they're like, oh, I got to keep doing sick stuff like this, brother. Anyways, today we're going to be taking a look at some cringy car clips that you guys sent me. If you guys see any more, send it to my whatever, my Instagram. I was about to say my Gmail, but no, just tag me. And if you're getting my name tagged on your post, it's probably a bad thing. I just want to let you guys know. Not all the time. Sometimes people tag me in some really cool stuff. So if you're unsure, just assume it's cool. I don't know why my eyes keep tearing up. Like these clips are so bad they're making me cry. But like I've been like trying to stop my eyes. I don't know. It's not a good look for me. So if it looks like I'm crying, I'm not. I promise. I promise I'm not. Anywho, the new car reveal should be out tomorrow. I'm gonna try to finish that and push Mammy to finish hers as well. So let's go ahead and dive right in. First clip doesn't even have a caption. It just has a bunch of hashtags. Anywho, it says, I got kicked out, said you too loud for us, with ow, a skull emoji. Dude, my eyes just won't stop tearing up. What the hey? It's just such an ugly car. Okay, let's take a look. Or listen, let's do both. Jesus, what's in my eye? I'm dying here. The thing is, buddy, I'm sure a lot of the cars in there would have been too loud if they revved for 30 seconds straight. I'm sure a lot of them would have probably been too loud for the car show either. So pulling up in your little 5.7 with a muffler delete and just banging off red line to see people stare at you awkwardly, they're not impressed. I'm just going to be the first person to say they're not sitting there impressed. If I see a Honda Civic going down my street revving, trust me, I'm going to look at him too and just be like, that's the biggest piece of dog shit I've ever seen. And so I'm sure that's going through a lot of these people's minds. Like, I don't want you to sit. It ain't a Hellkitty. I know you're trying to compensate. It ain't a Hellkitty. And even then, if this was a Hellcat, I mean, you would just be filling in with that stereotype that Hellcat owners are immature and stuff like that. So, long story short, it didn't sound all that great. Sorry to burst your bubble. These people are not impressed and they're not your fans. Sorry to burst your bubble. And you got kicked out because you're being an immature dumbass. You didn't get kicked out because your car's too loud or too cool. You got kicked out because you were holding it at red line and revving it for 30 seconds when these are supposed to be quiet, private, little, calm car meets, cars and coffee. And you're just ruining it for everyone. And once one dumbass starts, then more dumbasses of the same IQ, they all start as well. So just happened to be that first dumbass. Anyways, let's read some comments. So maybe I'm wrong. Clearly said no, excessive revving, family-friendly event, Easter egg hunt for kids. So you're just that dickhead trying to ruin an Easter egg hunt for kids. Good job, buddy. I'm glad you posted this. Jesus, that sounded like shit, not gonna lie. It did. Sounds like music to me. Shit to people who can't afford. Trust me, I could buy like 4 of your cars and I wouldn't. I could literally go trade in my McLaren and get 3 of those right off the rip. So I could afford it and it still didn't sound all that great. Maybe though it's just because of the arrogance coming from the owner. Maybe. I got a little sour taste in my mouth, if you know what I'm saying. Anywho, It might sound good in your eyes, but you ain't winning any races, so who cares? I mean, you got a 360 camera on there to record people looking at your car rev, but not to film races, but to looking at your car rev. And let's just confirm my theory. I'll click on your profile really quick. Yep, no clips of you racing. Anywho, let's move on to this week's sponsor, Simply Carbon Fiber. If you guys are just unsure of what to get your mother for Mother's Day, Simply Carbon Fiber has you covered. Right now, they have a 25% off sale on their whole website. So go ahead. Is it on their whole website? It seems like it is on their whole website. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong. But go shop now. Act fast. 25% off. Plus, you get some BOGO hearts. It's a simple gift that your mom would love. I mean, look at these BOGO hearts. They look sick. A little keychain for her keys. Get her a nice purple carbon fiber phone case or red. You know, spice things up with your mom. Anywho, guys, act now. Shop now. Link in the description down below. Thank you, Simply Carbon Fiber, for sponsoring this video. Let's move on. Guess the car. What is it? Let's take a look. I have no idea what this thing is. Is that a GTR? Music to my ears. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful, I'm crying. It's so beautiful, I'm crying. I don't... Jesus, I'm not going to be able to form a sentence. I'm going to turn this down a lot. This sounds so bad. Anywho, yeah, guys, what car is this? It's really hard to tell. It's obviously like... Might be an R34 if I'm not mistaken. I don't know, but those chrome taillights. Dude, why am I still crying? Maybe it's because I'm just watching the car scene die. It's making me sad. Anywho, it's a Sentra with a WRX STI wing. So, for a split second, I thought it was my old Subi. And then I opened my eyes, and I was like, no, it's not. It's the same color, though, same wing. He even has the little dividers. It has weather guards. I didn't have fake Workmeisters. Didn't have Workmeisters in general, but... yeah, it's a very bad sounding car. I don't know which one's worse though, this or the Dodge Charger. The Charger, well, that was just embarrassing for him. So, I mean, that situation is more embarrassing and sounded worse. But it's hard to argue that this thing sounds any better than that. They're both bad. Anywho, yeah, it's an Altima with an STI wing. It's a Sentra with an STI wing. It's the Dodge SRT VTEC Spec R Twin Turbo GTR CLK Brabus LFA Quadrifoglio GTI MK6 compressor. You know how there's that one crazy theory that it's possible for you and I to not see the same colors? Like my blue might be a different blue than your blue, and there'd be no way to know because it would just be what we've grown up seeing, you know? What if people hear different sounds? Like what if somebody's hearing that and they're like, oh, it's so good. It's so gushy. It sounds so gushy. I can't believe that like an actual adult hears that and thinks that sounds great. Anywho, whatever. I'm moving on. I'm still crying. I don't know what's going on. I'm supposed to go ride my motorcycle after this. I can't if I'm crying. All right. Next clip. Green and purple FN. FN what? 5'7"? FN what? I don't even know.
Said she don't fuck around with 30s, yeah, take 10s. Think you gon' fuck with me for free, bitch, what you lace with? Yeah. When all the smoke like a vape pen. Hold on, brother, chase him. Say my name, I pop up like the boogeyman. Fucking the game over.
Okay. First of all, this has to be the worst archaeologic worst construction I've ever seen ever. Apparently, it's to keep out like wild animals or some shit. I don't fucking know. I mean, I would just go around it. I'm a little smarter than a wild animal though. But regardless, that looks like miserable to drive on no matter the car. But being slammed, cambered out, all that shit on top of that, shake that booty. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, it's just hilarious to me when static boys or stance boys just post their cars doing the lamest shit ever. And it's like they put a song over it to make it look hard. But it's like, in reality, let's remove the song. Let's just watch the video. They're just driving over slightly uneven roads. And it's like, they're like, oh, did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, he went down a driveway. No shot. No shot. This dude's a madman. Oh my God. He went over that? The bumpy bridge? Not the bumpy bridge. That's from Dora the Explorer season 4. That's where Swiper was hiding. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This guy's an animal. This guy's an animal. That like every stance guy is the same way though. They always just like look at that. They're driving on a flat road. Sure, their cars look cool, like little spaceships driving on the road, and then they hit some shitty bump, and their car starts bouncing, and they're like, That's where all of the static boys are like, oh, did you see that? They go crazy. They go ape shit. Now, I'm clowning on him because he wanted me to. So don't be upset, guys. You guys know I've adjusted my views on static cars a little bit over the years. I'm still not a huge fan of them. But when done right, like, I don't think they're horrible. Now, these guys don't have super excessive camber. Honda kind of does. But it's not a rear-wheel drive car. So, honestly, it doesn't really matter at the end of the day how much camber you have back there. But, like, the Jeep, I don't hate how it looks. You got a little bit of a tuck lip back there. I mean, it looks kind of sick, you know? I mean, do what you want to do. I would much rather see this type of shit. I'll still call it shit. But I would much rather see this type of shit than like takeover idiots. You know, I respect these people far more than takeover idiots. At least they're in the car scene enjoying cars. They're not they're not stealing cars and fucking destroying them. So I guess they are destroying them, but at least they're not stealing them. If you get what I'm saying. But yeah, so guys, don't get upset that I'm clowning on him. I mean, they literally were like, where's that comment? Oh hell no, I'm about to get cooked. And then like I came in here and started commenting. And we were chit-chatting and stuff. It's all for fun. It's not that serious, you know? And yeah, I am stealing his title. Stance clowns of Instagram need to be stopped. Shout out to Slowest Honda for the title. Go check him out. Anyways, moving on. Just come back, my baka. Just come back, my baka. I just want to cry in her arms and tell her. Dude, I'm actually like, this eye just won't stop leaking. I don't get it. It touched me on an emotional level. One thing I hate about movies is when they cry, they don't ugly cry. Like Peter Parker, Spider-Man 1, Uncle Ben gets clapped. He gets double pumped. That's an ugly cry. That's a realistic cry. He's like, that's a good one. Anywho, let's watch this video. It's probably gonna have copyrighted music. You had to post this, huh? You had to post this. I just want to cry in her arms and tell her. There should probably be a comma because that's not a full sentence. Tell her how much I have been suffering from anxiety and overthinking. The logic behind a post like this just doesn't make sense. Like, whatever, okay? Let's say homeboy truly is asking for help, okay? Well, let's take this serious for a second. There's probably a better way to go about it than posting it to Instagram. Like, if it's so hard for you to talk to somebody close to you, why would you post it publicly? Unless you just want clicks and likes and attention and you're baiting people. That's the only reason that makes sense to me. Like, obviously, whoever you're talking about is going to see this. And either A, they're going to think it's the corniest shit ever, or B, they're going to be like, oh, wow, I really didn't know you felt like that. And they're going to come running back and give you the sloppy toppy that you're begging for. So I don't understand the logic behind it. But whatever, that's just me. Like, you know, I do suffer genuinely from overthinking. You can ask Alma. I am an insomniac. I do not sleep very well. I can't fall asleep. But I'm not posting TikToks like this. Like, because that ain't going to solve my problems. I'm just going to say that. Anywho, yeah. Also, put on some gear, man. A plain white tee. Like, yeah, you're ripped, okay? You ain't got guns like this. But, I didn't flex, by the way. But now I'm not gonna because I feel pressure. Put on some gear, though. You won't be able to cry in her arms if you're a skid mark on the street, so. Next car, POV. You have a luxury car. Yeah, let's see this POV. Oh, yeah. Let's take a look at this luxury car. That has to be the worst song I've ever heard, by the way. I'm going to mute it right there because I feel like I'm genuinely about to throw up. But what about this screams luxury to me? You know, the gold spray painted wheels, not really. The yellow headlights, nope. The car that obviously needs a battery jumper to start, probably not that. The shitty wing from Amazon, probably not that. I don't know. This might have been a luxury car back in like '04, sure, but it's 2024, so No longer a luxury car. This car is a senior citizen. Oh, my bad. I am a dyslexic too. It's a luxury race car. Yeah, because I was reading this comment. 1, where is the luxury car? And 2, where is the race car? There isn't either. There's just car. Hashtag speed, hashtag fast, hashtag engine. That one makes sense. The rest don't. Luxury and race cars don't necessarily go hand in hand. There will be compromises either way. Anywho, moving on. Lower car gets stuck. Well, let's take a look at this lower car. Lower car. I hear a bike coming. That might be Jake. We got to wrap this video up. Okay. He got out of there like a champ. Dude went too slow. Did he not see his homeboy? That ain't gonna work. You're on frame. Yeah, that ain't working. That ain't doing jack shit. I just think of all like the light dents or dings that's gonna happen depending on where they push. You can easily dent the panel by pushing on it too hard. Like, to me, okay, sure. I will say, you have more dedication to driving a car like that than I could ever have. Because, personally, that just seems like a hassle. This first guy got the right idea. Like, he just sent it. That's the way you got to do it. You just send it. Hell, getting in my driveway with my Mustang, my slicks are so fat that they tuck into my wheel wells so much that I will rub and stop at times if I'm fully maxed out and all that shit. So I got to send it into my driveway, which is why my bumper used to look so bad. However, this just seems like a headache. Like, you could totally get out like that, but this dude was going to... Dude, he was stuck before he even got into the driveway. This dude was spinning before he even got in. I get it's the style. I get it's the grind or whatever, but personally, man, this just seems like more of a hassle. Like, I think either A little air suspension would go a long way, or B, you just raise it up a little bit. It doesn't look much worse. It doesn't look that bad. A lot of people don't like how this looks. Now, the car's for you if you like, causing traffic jams, go for it. But this is a car that you can only drive to car shows. Like, there's no fucking shot this dude goes to, like, the grocery store or a fast food place. There's no shot. There is a 90% chance he would get stuck, and he doesn't have an entourage of people to help him. So there's that. But anywho, let me know your thoughts down below. Is this too excessive, or is this sick? Let me know. I didn't really clown on him too hard. I just gave my opinion. Don't cry. I finished crying, so now it's your guys' turn. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Shop Simply Carbon Fiber. Take advantage of their sale down below. Subscribe, and until next video, peace.